Season 1 of The Mandalorian is in the bag. And judging by everybody's response, the people that I've talked to, the people that I've read and listened to online, the vast majority of people seem to absolutely love it. They're gushing. The 8-episode first season is such a fun ride. And I really like the kind of short episode format here. You know, most episodes were about 30 minutes long. I think that's just perfect. There's no fat on this meat. There's no wasted bits. It's just a perfect nugget of easily digestible time and straight and to the point Star Wars. And I'm really happy that they went with a weekly release as well. You know, when you dump an entire season, kind of like Netflix does, or I guess Amazon maybe does that as well. But when you dump an entire season, something's lost, at least for me. Especially when it comes to not having that much time to watch shows. I find that I start watching a season of a show that is already fully released, and I already know the ending by the next day because somebody watched all 10 episodes, right? And the spoilers are out there and you can't keep up. But with this, it gives you something to look forward to. It's not a mad dash to the end. It's not a sprint to get to the finale. It's a roller coaster ride to the top that we're all on, experiencing together, and nobody is trying to push and be there first. I like it this way. For creative reasons and also for personal reasons, because, hey, there's just not enough time in the day to binge watch shit anymore. Anyway, at first, I really enjoyed the fast-paced nature of episode to episode, right? In terms of, let's not stick around too much in places that we've already been. Let's keep pushing the envelope. Let's go to the next planet. Let's meet the new characters. I really enjoyed the pace of that. At about the 6th or 7th episode, I kind of wanted some recurring characters. And that just kind of seemed like the perfect time to reintroduce some characters. Bring things around full circle. Every episode was kind of, let's go here to here to here to here. Meet this person, meet that person, meet this person, meet that person. And I thoroughly enjoyed it for the first 5 or 6 or 7 episodes. But like I said, it was nice to bring things back full circle. I don't know what they're going to do with season 2. I would assume that there's going to be some reoccurring characters as well. Season 1 was kind of an introduction to everybody that we're going to be following throughout this series. That's what it seems like to me, at least. Because then you get, emotionally involved with the characters. When you get to know them a little more, when they stick around, when they're not left behind. And talking about emotions, I've seen some people, maybe complain is the wrong word, but I'll just use it, complain that you can't gauge the Mandalorian's emotions and whatnot because he's wearing a mask. How can you get into this character's head when he's wearing a mask? But they've been pretty creative with it, You can feel the emotion, you can feel the turmoil and the conflict through the mask in the same way that you could feel it through, Vader's mask at the end of Return of the Jedi when he's looking at his son and looking at the Emperor. He's torn. He's trying to figure out what to do. The Mandalorian and his mask and the directing of that gives me the same feel in subtle head movements and in subtle tone and inflection of voice. It's a creative way to show you what he's thinking and almost show you facial expressions without actually being able to see the face. Does that make sense? One of my favorite aspects of the entire first season is the humor. The humor when it's there and it's there a lot is so much fun. They do such a good job with the goofy humor. It does not feel out of place to me. It just meshes so well with whatever's going on in the rest of the episode. The show doesn't take itself too serious. And it shows in many of the episodes and scenes. Suka with the big egg, dude, I loved that so much. It was just such a fun episode, and like I said, it didn't take itself too serious, and it's one of my favorite episodes for that reason. The bad guys in this show, the Imperial Remnant, Werner Herzog's character, the Client, Moff Gideon, they're so menacing, and I've said this before, but they kind of remind me of Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs. They're so polite and well-spoken, and they'll smile at you as they're plotting your demise, right? And in that kind of delivery, in that kind of attitude and tone that they bring to the scenes as bad guys, it just makes them even more chilling. A lot of the acting in the show is very shaky to me. The character Keira Dune, played by Gina Carano, it's kind of like a one-tone performance, right? Just kind of a one-tone flat performance. And it almost seems like through every single line of dialogue, she's on the verge of laughing Am I the only one that gets that vibe? The acting is very shaky for me there. And that's kind of the best example of what I'm talking about here. Especially at the beginning of the season, there were some characters that were only in there for a flash in the pan, but they kind of had the same vibe to me as well. When it was revealed that the bounty that this client wanted caught or killed was this child, this baby, same species as Yoda, early on in the season. Luckily, I wake up at 4 a.m. to watch these episodes, so I'm never spoiled, right? And it was such a twist. It was such a great cliffhanger when we found that out. When we saw what the client wanted, I sat back and I was like, "Where's this show going? This is going to be such an exciting cliffhanger-driven, surprise after surprise show." And that episode was kind of the last time that I felt that. I guess from episode 7 to episode 8, I kind of felt that as well because there was some danger there. But that danger quickly dissipated. I never felt like our characters were in that much danger. It always felt like there was it was an easily escapable situation. We knew it was going to happen. There was never that big of a cliffhanger to me after the initial reveal that, Baby Yoda was a thing. And I'm hoping season 2 kind of pushes that I like episodes that end on giant cliffhangers. I know it's probably a super cheesy, mind trick for the audience to kind of tune in next week, but I do like the feeling of sitting back and going, "Oh my God, I wonder what's going to happen next episode." And I never really got that feeling in a lot of season 1 of The Mandalorian, because most episodes kind of ended with The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda back on the ship and being okay, and they're just moving on to the next planet on the run, but they're okay. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm a big fan of The Mandalorian. I still can't believe that we're getting live action TV Star Wars and it's this good. People have been talking about making a live action, well, it's all been rumors and hearsay and fan talk, but people have wanted a live action Star Wars TV show forever, man. And the fact that we finally have one, and it's pretty damn solid, and it's an absolute fun ride, is an extremely exciting occurrence in Star Wars. And if I had to guess, it's setting the tone for the future of a lot of Star Wars content. And I am absolutely okay with that. What did you guys think of The Mandalorian, the first season of The Mandalorian? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the ride. HelloGreedo, out.